So today we are making a video about the GTX 1630 gaming PC. Now I know that the 1630 isn't the best GPU out there right now. It's one of the most hateful, launches ever actually that I've seen recently, But yeah, this gaming PC build is a $500 gaming PC that can give you other ideas on what other alternative GPUs that you can pick between. So hey, if you like the video, press on that like button and check out the links in the description if you're interested. Now for the CPU, we're looking at the Intel Core i3-12100F. Now this is a quad-core 8-threaded CPU for gaming. It goes for under $100. It's one of the best budget gaming CPUs right now. Can play games like Valorant, Apex Legends at 240 frames per second. It can play a lot of games at 144 FPS. You will not have any stutters. You will not have any frame rate dipping. The 1% lows and 0.1% lows will be okay. And the board, we're looking at a H610M board that goes for around $80 to $90. It's a pretty basic board. It's got PCIe Gen 4. Some of them have M.2 support and some of them doesn't. It gets what you need. It's got the upgrade pass to the next gen Intel CPUs if you want to. It only supports DDR4, doesn't support DDR5, but DDR5 is pretty expensive right now, and it's got 2 RAM slots that support all the way up to, I believe, 64 gigabytes. So again, a pretty budget board that gets the job done. And the RAM, we're looking at 16 gigabytes of DDR4 3200 MHz RAM that goes for around $50. It can even go for 45, some of them. So anyways, these Intel CPUs doesn't benefit greatly from higher frequency RAM. Like 3200 MHz is more than enough, and when it comes to 16 gigs is the golden standard for gaming, streaming, video editing on a budget, and for a PC of that budget it's okay. Now the SSD, we're looking at 480 gigabyte SSD or 512 gigabyte SSD for under $40. It's the SATA SSDs. Now SSDs right now are pretty cheap. I believe it's from Team Group or a brand similar to that one, and they all perform the same. So hey, you're getting fast boot up times and loading speeds, and you're getting good amount of space actually to save any games, media, or anything that you have actually. Now the GPU, and we have a ton of options that you can pick between. You can either go with the GTX 1630. Now this is a good GPU, it's not a bad one, but the only caveat is that it goes with a very high hefty price. It goes for $170. This would have been a great GPU if it went for like 130 or 120 in terms of value for money and in terms of what it can offer over AMD's RX 6400. But Nvidia keeps letting us down by these GPUs. But hey, if you want an Nvidia GPU that's the cheapest right now, get the GTX 1650. It goes for $200. You're getting a lot of more performance actually for the same amount of price, like only $30 more. Some people say that the 1630 will be for $170. We're looking at 30 to 40% difference in performance. If you want something like it's okay if it utilizes more power, you can go with something like a GTX 1070, a GTX 1660 Super, 1660 Ti. All of these Nvidia GPUs really perform really well, and it's one of the greatest GPUs that you can get for under $200. If you just want a GPU that, it's okay if it consumes power, because this is a $500 PC, I guess it's okay. And as for the case, we're looking at the cheapest case that you can get right now, which is the Aerocool Cyclone case. It's a black case that's got RGB blinks, and it's pretty cool, pretty aesthetically pleasing, and yeah, there isn't much to be said for $50. As for the power supply, we're looking at the EVGA 450 watts, a power supply that will house our parts fine with no problems. So yeah, it gets the job done. Any GPU compare with it, you'll not have any problems, and it goes for $30. So hey, that's a dub. And hey, that's been it guys. If you like the video, press on that like button. If you want to see more videos, that can subscribe, and stay tuned for the best alternative GPUs to the GTX 1630 for the same price or lower. Thank you for watching, and peace.